Some people see tattoos as a trend in the moment, only to regret them later and end up looking into laser removal. Let's take a closer look at why certain lifestyle choices don't always age as well as expected. Here we go.
Holy moly.
Holy moly.
Not even a paper bag could save that.
Nah.
Hello.
Apparently not.
I'm Hugo.
Hello.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't got things that's nice to say about you either.
Go.
You're a very basic bitch. They look like you're
I'm
from
a
like
pub boy.
Miami.
Pub boy.
But you're like a wannabe Miami star.
Jeez.
And I can tell by your vibe that you're like one of the people I just don't fuck with in life.
You're scary.
Scary. You're
Yeah.
close-minded. See ya.
See ya.
Honestly, if it were me, I'd walk away without a second thought. Who would actually feel comfortable bringing someone like that home to meet their family? It's genuinely hard to imagine.
You know how we always make the joke of like old people being like, oh, you know those tattoos are permanent, don't you? Yeah, of course I know it's permanent. But now I'm sitting here looking at tattoos that I've had since I was 18 and I'm like, oh, that hit me forever. And I liked that when I was 18. This moon right here, it makes me, no, I'm gagging.
That's some remarkable honesty from her. She believed she had everything figured out at 18 and dismissed the wisdom of others, only to later look back and feel disappointed by the choices she made.
I just start to get tattoos all the time. I get one like every few months, and it's supposed to say angel energy. And that was just this energy angel.
I'm honestly trying to understand the logic here. Didn't she check the stencil before the tattoo started? Crying afterward won't undo a permanent grammar mistake on your arm. Next time, maybe double-check the spelling before the ink goes in.
Rate me on a scale of 1 to 10. I'll turn around, hold on. I'll do a little spin, a little leg spin. 6. What the heck, man?
I don't like tattoos.
Oh my god, it's always the tattoos. Tattoos are cool, man. What would I have to be to be like a 10 though?
No tattoos.
Okay.
Hair out, not braided. Different outfit.
Those can be changed.
You are what you present yourself as on a singular night out.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Why ask for honesty if you can't handle an honest answer? Instead of addressing the criticism about her behavior, she ignored it and shifted the conversation to her tattoos, creating a victim narrative to avoid the original point. The lack of accountability is hard to ignore.
I regret my tattoo. The video of me getting my boyfriend's name tattooed on my forehead went viral. All of the big social media platforms, newspapers, radio stations were talking about it. And all I want to say is that I regret my tattoo, but not this one, because this is actually not a real tattoo. And the reason why I tricked the whole internet is that I have a message to young people and all of the people who wants to get covered in tattoos. I want everyone to know that I regret my tattoos and you might regret yours when you get older. And as a person fully covered in tattoos, I feel like this is my responsibility to speak up, share my experience. And when people see me on social media, the first thing they notice about me is my tattoos. So if I influence people, I want to influence people in the right way. I remember when 10 years ago, I was getting my first tattoos and my mom, my friends were telling me all the time, Anna, you will regret your tattoos. And I didn't listen, maybe because they didn't have any tattoos. But if there was a person covered in tattoos saying they regret their tattoos, I would have listened. So like and share this video so we can together spread the tattoo awareness that no one really talks about.
Turning her own impulsive choices into a warning for others takes real courage. Instead of pretending everything was fine, she's being brutally honest to wake up those chasing meaningless trends. Saying she still remembers the disappointment in her grandparents' eyes speaks volumes. Yet she also claims she has no regrets. That's quite the contradiction.
I could see the disappointment in my grandparents' eyes, which destroys me to this day. I really don't have regrets. You know, I did this to myself. Today was treatment number 4 for my tattoo removal on my face. So today we did my nose for the most part, and up under here where I have some red there. The lower parts of my face tend to swell a little bit more, pretty significantly over the next few days. It already is starting to. My first go around, the treatment, not painful at all. It was like laying in a tanning bed for me. I have a very high pain tolerance. But I've noticed that the second time that we're going, I'm feeling it. It feels like a tingling, and it does a stinging burn. It doesn't last long, but it's enough to make you notice it's happening and that it's there. Yes, my family many times tried to intervene. I could see the disappointment in my grandparents' eyes, which destroys me to this day. And I do feel guilt over making people go through this with me, to see my pain and not be able to stop it. But honestly, if I had to live with this on my face for the rest of my life, I can tell you confidently that I could. A few people have asked me how many treatments that this could take. Theoretically, up to 2 years, so that's 24 treatments. Right now, we are doing a quarter of my face at a time, but starting in May, we're going to start doing a whole half of my face at a time.
She looks completely conflicted. If those tattoos were truly part of her identity, why remove them now? It seems like she's caught between seeking approval and protecting her pride. Honestly, if she had thought things through instead of acting out, she might never have ended up here. And that look from her grandmother? That's a lesson she'll probably never forget.
What is your dream gift from Santa, if it isn't me?
A giant rocket ship that like goes into dark holes.
But not me?
Hell no. That's.
What if there's like 2 seats in the rocket ship?
I'll throw you off the rocket ship.
Exactly. It's practically a spaceship with all that legroom. Why give up all that space when you can stretch out, relax, and enjoy the ride all by yourself?
This one's just for me, but think about the things you're doing to your face and body. Bleaching your hair will make you bald. You don't need a supreme brick of filler in your face, Tana. Maybe sleep on that tattoo idea. Maybe sleep on that. Drunk tattoos are not sick, bro. Like, oh my God. You will end up lasering and dissolving and hair masking to the god. Really try to think about if you in 5 years would want that, and if what you're doing is a trend or a phase, and how reversible it is. I do think on the flip side of the coin, things can be dissolved and things can be lasered, and it's not the end of the world, but you might save yourself a little strife with just a little eensy weensy bit more thinking. Just really pondering it.
Honestly, that's solid advice. It carries far more weight coming from someone who's lived through those mistakes. Her past experiences speak for themselves and show just how much she's grown. No pretending, just genuine honesty.
I have daddy on my inner lip from my ex-boyfriend's album promo for a TikTok.
You were a good girlfriend.
Yeah, I hate him now.
Whether it's for album promo or not, inking daddy inside your mouth sounds like a terrible idea. Ruining your look for a weekend of clout is wild. Drop a sub right now if you choose logic over these modern trends, brothers.
Literally, one of my biggest regrets in life was getting my chest tattoo. I made a mistake as a teenager, and at the time, it seemed like a great idea, but now I'm dealing with the consequences. The regret is real. And although the pain is subjective and I'm a big baby, laser removal is super, super painful. The closest thing to describing it is, it feels like you're getting snapped with a burning rubber band. Since this is my 7th round, my skin is pretty cooked, so I use numbing cream at 2 hours before. Thankfully, Beth at the Removery Camelback is amazing. She's so comforting and makes the whole process as comfortable as possible with ice packs and cool air during the appointment. Afterwards, I celebrated with a mango bubble tea.
Paying thousands for a tattoo just to chase a passing trend, then spending even more on painful laser removal later, is quite the irony. Looks like that bold fashion statement didn't age the way it was supposed to.
The face tattoo was embarrassing. I told her not to get it. I did not make her get no face tattoo on myself, of her face. I don't know why she would even do that, because like, it's just her turn. Literally, like, I don't know, I think she's gonna regret it.
Of course, regret was bound to follow. It's hard to imagine making such a permanent decision about your own face without thinking it through. Looking back, it seems like the kind of impulsive choice that can lead to lasting disappointment.
I'm not the only one.
At first, I honestly thought she was wearing a pair of stylish cowboy boots, but then I realized what I was actually looking at. It's like mixing a princess aesthetic with a rebellious edge. Quite the unexpected fashion combination. Still, you have to admire the commitment.
I'm gonna go show my favorite security guard, whoa, my new tattoo. Watch his reaction. Are you closing the door on me right now? I came over here solely to show you my new tattoo. No! Yes.
She really expected everyone to react the way she imagined, only to be met with complete indifference instead. The look of surprise on her face says it all. The truth is, not everyone is going to care as much as you expect.
Why the f did I get tattoos?
been getting this one removed for damn near a year. Where's the progress? Sure, it's faded a little bit, but I need it off my body. My friend convinced me. We got matching tattoos, and she convinced me to get it this big. I wanted it smaller. Why am I such a pushover? I don't even talk to her anymore. And don't get me started on my back tattoo. Got the first one when I was 17, covered that up with a huge snake at 19. Why? Why did I do that? Now I'm getting the removed, and it's so painful. People go, oh my gosh, I didn't know you have tattoos. Yes, because I cover it, because I wear a jacket 24/7, because they're ugly, because I don't feel like myself. I don't feel feminine. I don't feel comfortable in my own body.
From one tattoo to the next, it feels like she's constantly trying to cover up old decisions with new ones. At some point, it starts looking more like patchwork than a clear vision. Sometimes it's better to pause before adding another layer.
Paper from you, my paper. I said, so fine girl like me, no matter what you was I want to be from your couldn't face or the make what channel my send again here. Bema con Regime and home for. In your market from Musabra, but as me catch some deep matching contract. One of my paper.
Face and neck tattoos can affect how some employers perceive applicants, so being rejected by certain companies shouldn't always come as a surprise. Many workplaces have appearance standards they expect employees to meet. Instead of blaming the system alone, it's worth recognizing that personal choices can sometimes have professional consequences.
I am getting all my tattoos removed because, quite literally, I hate them.
You will regret having tattoos?
Welcome to my tattoo tour. Now, I can't show you the first one I got because it's on my hoo-ha. I regret every single one of my tattoos, all of them.
What are you gonna do when you decide you hate your tattoos?
I think I have over 35 tattoos between my arms and my back.
Come with me to remove a tattoo that I regret getting.
Laser tattoo removal. Yes, it hurts.
This was like its 12th time. There was nothing there before. Now it's outlined like the whole tattoo.
You guys know how parents always say, don't get a tattoo, you're gonna regret it. As a teenager, of course, you're like, what do they know? Like, I'm not gonna listen. I'm here to tell you, your parents are correct.
I know some of you may regret those decisions now, but time can't erase permanent choices. At 18, advice may have seemed easy to dismiss, but experience has a way of changing perspectives. In the end, accountability catches up with everyone.
That's the one. I'm not getting any more.
Let me see it. When'd you get these?
I got this one in September.
In September?
What's the next step?
How does that say Isabella?
Because it's Arabic.
It says crazy tourist.
I think
so. You have no idea that says Isabella.
I did the translation.
He's got a point. It takes an incredible amount of confidence to tattoo a language you don't even speak, especially if you're not completely sure what it actually means. That's a pretty big risk to take for something permanent.
I hate my tattoos, and let me tell you why. So I've never, ever seen anyone talk about this openly on the internet. I personally regret every single tattoo I've ever gotten. I started getting them at 18, and since I was maybe 10 years old, I was going through some identity crisis, wanting to be loved, wanting to be accepted, and for me that was my way to do that. And I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago. You're not gonna find many heavily tattooed people admit that. Whenever somebody asks me about a tattoo, should I get a hand tattoo? No, please don't get it, or at least wait a long time until you're 100% certain that you want it. And everyone is always shocked that I say that. I wish I had somebody when I was younger to tell me that. I have 2 boys. They know I don't want them to get tattoos. However, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. And who am I to say no? It's been a few years now, but I started getting a few small tattoos removed, and it's painful. If I had the opportunity and the money, I would completely remove every single tattoo on my body. Now, don't get me wrong, I love tattoos. I have many tattooed friends. I think they're beautiful. I think they're unique. It shows your creative side. I have nothing against tattoos, but personally, I regret every single tattoo I've ever gotten. I know I have a lot of younger girls that follow me, and I just wanted to be open and honest about what people don't talk about.
The irony of chasing body modification trends is realizing later that sometimes less really is more. Trends come and go, but permanent choices often stay with you. It's a lesson many people only learn with time.
I'm literally crying over my nails right now because they're so ugly. Oh my god, okay. This is what I wanted, okay? This is the pastels, and this is what I got.
Honestly, I'd probably panic too if that tattoo ended up on my body. Watching someone regret a permanent design they willingly chose is quite the reality check. Some decisions really do come with lasting consequences.
So me, Leanna, and Courtney are gonna get friendship tattoos.
I don't care. I don't care to see it either. I'm not a tattoo fan.
It's my body, I can do what I want.
I hate tattoos.
I have 2 tattoos.
Yeah, well,
Do you hate them?
I don't even notice them. I put them out of my mind. I pretend you don't have them.
Wow, that relationship looks incredibly healthy, doesn't it? If you think that carefree, I don't care response was both hilarious and savage, drop a 1 in the comments below.
Have you ever gone through your Pinterest from when you were 18 and you were like, thank God I didn't get that tattoo? Well, I did get that tattoo, and as one judgy, this is my comeuppance, and I will never cover it. It's going to be a lesson to my children on impulsivity. And I got a tattoo. It was a flash tattoo, and I wasn't 18, I was 27, and I got it behind my ear. Thank God I have big hair. I am not an updo kind of girl, but it looks like a used tampon. It was supposed to be some flower. I picked the placement, I picked the flower. I don't even know my flowers like that. But we can all laugh together. So let me show you.
Thank God I can't even see it.
Calling it an impulsive decision at 27 is certainly something. It's less of a lesson for the younger generation and more of a reminder that some choices stick with you. At least the hairstyle does a decent job of covering what she'd rather not show.
Okay. Horror. If the father dreams that his daughter's going to walk in like a fairy tale princess or Cinderella.
I don't know how you make a wedding dress look nice with that on.
Okay, we need to see you in something else, right?
Yep.
Okay, darling. If we can't find the right dress to cover those tattoos, there might not even be a wedding.
It's the big day, yet her parents look like they're carrying the weight of the world. Tattoos may be accepted by some, but many people from the older generation still see them differently. That's a difficult situation all around. What's your take on it?
What's your name?
Ramon.
And what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur.
So, I am now going to hand you a pic.
Sativa, and I'm 29.
So, Sativa, why'd you have your balloon unpopped for him?
He's handsome, and I was just kind of waiting to hear more.
So, why do we end up popping hers?
I bet I could guess, but go ahead.
What would you say?
Probably all the stuff on my face.
The tattoos.
Yeah.
I like
piercings.
tattoos. I got some too, but you got some in some areas that I'm not sure my mom would kind of approve. She kind of be like,
And I actually have like other things too.
Other things like what?
Honestly, bringing someone like that home to meet your family might create more problems than you'd expect. If the values and expectations are completely different, it's probably better to recognize the incompatibility early rather than ignore the warning signs.
What's your red flag in a girl?
Tattoos.
Really? Why?
If I see a tattoo on her, it's over.
Really? Why is that?
Because girls that get tattoos are usually more promiscuous.
Okay. And is that like a red flag for you?
Instantly.
Okay, interesting.
Because if I was to take her seriously,
Yeah.
I'm not going to take a promiscuous girl seriously.
So what, like, do you define, like, why is promiscuous, I guess, like a problem? Not like a problem, but just for you personally, is it something that I'm just confused about, like, the seriousness thing.
Because promiscuous girls party a lot.
Yeah.
They drink a lot of alcohol. They sleep with a lot of guys. And in turn, they'll have a lot of emotional baggage, trauma, trust issues, and they're just not going to be good mothers.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's definitely your point. It sounds like you had trust issues. Something happened to you. Not something happened to you, but like.
Yeah, I get it. That's what girls say. They're like, oh, you're insecure. You have trust issues. It's more like I've been out so many times. I know how most of these girls are. I know which ones are good, which ones are bad.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna avoid the bad ones.
Yeah, that's fair. And that's, yeah, we're all just trying to avoid the bad ones, so.
Yeah. If it was casual, like super casual, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, no, but that's the interesting thing is, like, I guess when you first meet someone, do you know instantly, like you said, like, is that a thing for guys? So do they know when they meet a guy if this girl's gonna be serious or not serious?
Most guys are kind of clueless out here, but me, I'll take one look at her and know.
One look, I love that.
We'll see if she has tattoos, the way she dresses, piercings, fake eyelashes, long fake nails.
We all have
I know this shit.
No, I was gonna say we all have like a type too.
Yeah.
Like we all kind of know. Like, yeah.
I like how confidently he shared his opinion without holding back. He explained his perspective on tattoos calmly and directly, without trying to sugarcoat it. Whether people agree or not, he was simply honest about his personal view. Feel embarrassed enough to hide your tattoo when meeting your partner's family. It naturally raises the question of why you chose to get it in the first place. If it truly reflects who you are, there shouldn't be a need to conceal it. For attention and validation. That's certainly one approach. Whether it actually helps her dating life is a completely different question.
You wanna see my tattoo?
What?
My tattoo. Don't you
You got a tattoo?
Yeah. You wanna see it?
Ainsley, you didn't do that, did you?
Look.
What the frickin'? What do you have? Oh my God.
That sigh from her dad says more than words ever could. He didn't need to raise his voice for everyone to understand how he felt. Honestly, a simple conversation beforehand could have prevented so much unnecessary drama.
But my boyfriend is refusing to marry me until I cover my ex-boyfriend's name that I have tattooed on me. I've been dating my boyfriend for a little over 2 years now, and of course the topic of marriage came up. He says that before he ever even considers marrying me, I have to cover up my ex-boyfriend's name that I have tattooed on my behind. Now, this isn't just any regular old boyfriend. He is my child's father. So, of course, the tattoo is sentimental to me because my child's dad gave me my greatest blessing, which was my son. I told my boyfriend straight up that this tattoo does not define our relationship and that me covering it up is not an option. You have been with me for so long, two years now. And now it's a problem now is when you bring it up. I don't understand why people make big deals about tattoos. I really don't. Someone's name, being tatted on you is not the end of the world. He ended up packing his bags. He gave me back my house key. And now he's telling me to tell my baby daddy to pay for my rent this month because he's not going to help me do it anymore.
Good for him. Self-respect and personal standards matter. And there's nothing wrong with walking away when your values don't align. If you believe in maintaining your standards, don't forget to share, and let us know your thoughts.
I wish I knew in my early 20s about getting tattooed. You will probably regret some of them, if not many of them, if not all of them, because I do. I honestly see these tattoos as things that spoil my looks, spoil my beauty, and just get in the way of who I am. So 5 years ago, when I was getting tattooed, I wanted to be part of something different. I wanted to be part of a tattooed society, an alternative group of people, but now I just want to be normal. I can't go anywhere showing my skin without people making assumptions about the type of person I am because of my tattoos. I'm not saying tattoos are bad, and I would never judge anyone for having them, but personally, I regret a lot of them. I got them super quick, and my idea was to be tattooed all over my body, and boy, did that change when I got to my later 20s. I know you're sick of hearing this. People always tell you you'll regret them when you're older, and many people don't, but I guess I'm one of the people who does regret them.
It's amazing how impulsive decisions made when you're young can look completely different years later. She admits the tattoos take away from her natural appearance, yet still insists they aren't a mistake. It really shows how difficult it can be to come to terms with a permanent decision.
Please don't get a colored tattoo. I just left my 10th tattoo removal appointment. And after 10 sessions, they said that it's probably going to be removed. Little did I know, they lied. The lady at Removery just told me that they cannot guarantee to remove your tattoo if it has color in it, which I didn't know when I bought my unlimited package sessions. They can't guarantee that I will ever be rid of this tattoo. If you're gonna get a tattoo, just get it in black, please. I got a colored tattoo and it has a black outline. So the black, it's still struggling right now after 10 sessions to be fully removed. And the pinks and the greens are holding on to dear life. unless you're like so committed to it that you're like, I will never not want this tattoo, amazing for you. Like, live your truth. I was 19 when I got mine, and I don't even think 19-year-olds should be allowed to get tattoos, to be perfectly frank, but that's a whole other conversation. But don't get the color tattoo.
A tattoo is a permanent commitment. If you're not prepared to live with that decision for the long run, it's worth thinking twice before getting one. Lasting choices deserve careful consideration from the very beginning.
I have something to show you.
What is it?
I got a tattoo.
What?
Where? Take off your jacket. Remember what I said before? What I was gonna get? Oh my god. Take off your jacket. I've been telling you for months. Abba, look. Take off your jacket. Open. Take off your jacket. I'm scared.
It's really cool.
It is cool.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
왜 그런 거 해? 진짜요? 어떻게요? No, just this one.
한 장만 할 거야?
No, 먼저 She got a sleeve.
민혜야, 너 돈 주대.
Don't do that. It's real. It's real.
근데 하지 말라고 더 이상은.
Oh, okay.
It's not done.
I have to
finish
it.
Okay, take a picture. It's her birthday.
아빠's frozen. No, take it off with your jacket. No, take it off with your jacket. No, take your jacket. Wait, but this is not the real reaction I expected.
What a surprising reveal. Nothing highlights the consequences of an impulsive decision quite like making a permanent change and then waiting for approval from the people who raised you. Their reactions say more than words ever could.
To be fair, it could just be the workout session.
TJ Maxx a few weeks ago, and they denied my application.
So as a person who does do interviews in retail, we have to follow guidelines when it comes to tattoos. Unfortunately, with your face tattoos and piercings, since it's over excessive, is considered part of a bad guideline because you're going to be seen unapproachable by customers. So we wouldn't be able to hire you for that reason. Also, tattoos cannot be offensive. So unfortunately, for the one on the neck and the one on the chest is considered offensive, and it can make customers unhappy, it can make associates uncomfortable, and it can make children cry. So unfortunately, retail is not going to be your best place. But you chose the decision to have all the placements, so this is the consequences of what you get for making those decisions. I'm sorry.
Face and neck tattoos can make a strong first impression, so being surprised by certain job rejections isn't always realistic. Many employers still have appearance standards for professional roles. If a personal choice affects opportunities, it's worth acknowledging that instead of blaming everything on the system.
What are some red flags a girl can have that's a tattoo, you ask, my friend? I'll tell you. If you see a girl with any numeric tattoos on her, birth dates, years, 5150, 777, I'm gonna tell you how you handle it. You give them my phone number first, and then you get out of there, alright? This is all you need to know. That's all you gotta do. Yeah.
Turns out those numbers aren't just body art. For some people, they're a sign of personal choices and experiences that others may interpret differently. First impressions matter, so it's always wise to stay observant and make thoughtful decisions before getting involved.
Okay, so yesterday was Easter. I wore this pretty flowy yellow dress. I had my arms out, so my tattoos were showing. And if you know anything about me, I really regret all of my tattoos. So seeing comments like this, and then I had a couple other ones of people just saying that the tattoos were throwing everything off, like literally proves my point about why I wanted to get all of my tattoos removed in the first place, but it literally costs so much money that I don't know that I'll ever get there. Yeah, let's do a little tattoo tour because first of all, I just feel like this comment was stupid. The fact that I have an Arabic tattoo which says I love you Amir, which means prince, which is my son's name. I'm just confused. I can have an Arabic tattoo and still worship Jesus Christ. Anyways, moving on. So like I said, this one says I love you Amir. Amir means prince. Prince is my son's name. This is a red tattoo I got when I was 20, I think, because this was the thing back in like 2020. This red dragon tattoo was that girl of a tattoo. Like, if you had this tattoo, you are a baddie. I don't care to be a baddie anymore. This one is, I don't know why I got this, y'all. I was literally going through it in my 20s, okay? I was just going through it. So I went and got this, and you guys know when people are like, I just need to feel something, and they go get a tattoo. That's what I got this for. And it means nothing. So there's that. And then I have $19.99 on here. I've been getting it removed. I have a Playboy bunny right here. She's getting removed. And this and the little Playboy bunny right here was $2,600 to get a package for unlimited tattoo removal. Those are my smallest tattoos. So just imagine how much this would be, okay? I have a butterfly right here. That's it. But this is your sign. Like, babe, if you just turned 18, you're 19, 20, 21, 22 even, just wait. Just wait. Literally just wait. Because you might not think it's tacky, but for me personally, I think it's tacky. Because when I do try to look all feminine girly, it just is like, what are we talking about?
Turns out those numbers aren't just body art. For some people, they're a sign of personal choices and experiences that others may interpret differently. First impressions matter, so it's always wise to stay observant and make thoughtful decisions before getting involved.
The most feminine thing you could do as a woman is not getting any tattoos. I don't really give a fuck what y'all see. Beat me up, cry in the comments about it. And I have tattoos. Like, the most feminine thing you can do. Ladies, PSA, if you have no tattoos, don't get any. Bare skin is so feminine and classy. Like, it's so classy on a woman. If you don't have no tattoos, don't get any tattoos. What did Kim Kardashian say? Why I bet a bumper sticker on a Bentley? Because literally, I was just young, them doing stuff. Even though I don't regret my tattoos. I actually like them. I like my aesthetic. Like, it's cute. It fit me. But, like, if you don't have any, don't get any. It's really not worth it. It's really, like, I'm going to be looking at this when I'm old and be like, why did I do that? But it's not even just because of that. Like, I just like the aesthetic and look of no tattoos on women. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's unbeatable to me. Like, I love it. It's so cute and classy.
She does raise an interesting point. For many people, elegance comes from simplicity and subtlety rather than excess. A formal outfit often has a very different look depending on personal style and presentation. In the end, true class is less about following trends and more about carrying yourself with confidence and taste.
I know nobody else gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. Y'all bitches that go get these big ass tattoo pieces on y'all bodies, I'm so sorry. That shit is not eating the way that y'all think it is. That shit looks trashy. And when I say pieces, let me be very specific. I'm not talking about tattoos, and yeah, I think dainty tattoos add sex appeal. But bitches are going to get chest pieces, full-blown sleeves, on leg sleeves. That is not a look for us. Like, that does not scream dainty. That does not scream soft. It screams stripper. It screams pit bull. It screams man. Like, and I know y'all see it too. But we get on the internet and these girls be like put on certain clothes and they try to give off a certain look, but they can never give off that look again because they have got these tattoos on their body that are so distracting and dense and unladylike. I'm sorry.
You can call full-body tattoos a form of self-expression if you like, but not everyone will see them the same way. Personal style is always subjective, and people are free to have different preferences when it comes to attraction. For many, class is associated with refinement, simplicity, and the way a person carries themselves rather than appearance alone.
What would you do if your partner said they didn't want you getting any more tattoos? For context, my boyfriend and I have been together for about 5 months, and I very clearly have quite a few tattoos. And we were having a conversation yesterday. I sent him a picture of this girl that had 2 arm sleeves, and I said that I thought it looked really good. And his response was, if you think this looks good, then we need to reconsider what we're doing here. He then went on to say it gets to a point where it's too many. And he has voiced this opinion before in the past, saying, I think, too many tattoos is unattractive. I think what you have is fine, which I've always said I don't want my whole body covered in tattoos, but I've always considered doing my other arm
at least finishing my one arm. And he's known this since we started talking. He's known that I've wanted to get more tattoos, at least on my one arm, and fill in what I have. And I think it really got under my skin this time because I was thinking, like, what is that fine line? Like, what happens if I go to the tattoo shop and I get one more tattoo and I come home and he's just like, yeah, actually, that one right there was the fine line for me. And that's my threshold of what's too many. And I'm all for respect. If my partner doesn't like something, I'm not going to do it. And vice versa. If there's something I don't like, he's not going to do it. But at the same time, I feel like this is different. Because when I met him, he knew I liked tattoos. And I think it's kind of weird to say, okay, well, you know, what you have is fine, but if you decide to get a lot more, I'm actually all set. But can't define what too many is. I don't know. You let me know what you think about it.
What a perfect way to destroy a relationship. Expecting someone to ignore their own preferences and treat unconditional acceptance as proof of love is a recipe for disaster. That kind of entitlement rarely leads anywhere good. Best of luck with that.
Yesterday, one of the sweet baby angel women of TikTok blew my mind. Here's how. I made a video talking about how a lot of men in my comments don't like the fact that I have tattoos and piercing. And she reminded me that the only reason they don't like that I have tattoos and piercings is because it's a visible reminder that I'm over 18.
The logic here is hard to follow. Treating tattoos as a way to filter potential partners is certainly one perspective, but everyone has different preferences. Some people will appreciate the style, while others prefer a more classic look. Attraction is subjective, and that's perfectly okay.
I got your initial right here, depending.
I honestly, if I were to get a girlfriend, I wouldn't want my girlfriend to have no tattoos, deadass. Oh, that's it.
Well, in that case, not me.
I can't yell.
And the award for the most unfortunate decision goes to this. Tattooing your partner's name before marriage is already a huge commitment, but doing it for someone who doesn't even like tattoos makes the situation even more complicated. That's less about romance and more about making an emotional decision you'll have to live with.
Can I say this? Fuck it, yeah I can. Basically, I had a really cute idea. I was gonna get, you're gonna die. I was gonna get Mushu's paw print on my palm. And I was like, oh my god, that is the cutest thing ever in the entire world. And Simon said no. And if you can guess why, great for you.
Laugh at him if you want, but Simon is trying to think about the long-term consequences. Stopping someone from getting a tattoo on their palm could save them from a decision they might regret later. Sometimes caring means encouraging people to slow down before making a permanent choice. Confidence is one thing, but expecting everyone to share your standards is another. No one is obligated to change their preferences to match someone else's expectations. In the end, real value comes from character, not entitlement. Youth fades and trends change, but permanent decisions stay with you. Think carefully, value what truly lasts, and thanks for watching Storm Talon.